हेलो बच्चों, एज आई प्रोमिस्ड इन द अर्लियर वीडियो, इस वीडियो में भी आपके लिए कुछ ऐसे क्वेश्चंस हैं जो आप प्रैक्टिस कर सकते हो जस्ट एज अ रिवीजन फॉर बोर्ड एग्जाम्स, राइट। और ये कुछ ऐसे क्वेश्चंस हैं जो कुछ सिलेक्टेड यूनिट्स में से प्रैक्टिस के लिए कलेक्ट किया है हमने। और फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन, लेट्स स्टार्ट विद इट विदाउट वेस्टिंग एनी टाइम. The first question belongs to, again, the minerals, non-conventional, conventional sources of energy. Okay. First question है बच्चों, give two advantages that non-conventional energy sources have over conventional sources of energy. Okay, this is a very common question and very like you know all the points, but you have to be very particular about the marks, right? Again, I must tell you, ये चीज मैंने आपको इससे अर्लियर जो वीडियो मैंने रिकॉर्ड किया था उसमें भी मैंने ये चीज मेंशन किया था कि जितने मार्क्स होंगे उसके अकॉर्डिंग आपको पॉइंट्स लिखने होंगे. ओके, मिनिमम पॉइंट्स एटलीस्ट उसके अकॉर्डिंग जरूर देना है आपको. एक्स्ट्रा आप लिख सकते हो, दैट इज ऑन यू. Now, if it is of 2 marks, you can see. So advantages, सबसे पहला advantage हो जाएगा, they produce large amount of power which can be used for domestic, industrial and other activities, right? All the, you can say, non-conventional sources of energy, most of these are renewable, they are eco-friendly, they don't cause any pollution at all, and they are inexhaustible, right? Unlimited in quantity, they are present and they can be used. Okay, like sun's heat, right? So solar radiation can be used, unlimited amount of it is present with us. So for solar energy or wind energy, tidal power, all these are actually eco-friendly also. They don't cause any pollution, they are renewable, inexhaustible. These are the most important points in this, right? Second question, bachcho, mention one advantage of the use of natural gas over coal or petroleum. नेचुरल गैस किस तरह बेटर है सीएनजी या सॉरी द ये कोल या पेट्रोलियम पर. तो नेचुरल गैस बेसिकली बच्चों थोड़ा आप ये कह सकते हो कि इट कॉजेज लीस्ट पोल्यूशन, दो इट इज ऑल्सो फॉसिल फ्यूल. ओके, अगर हम बात करें कोल की, पेट्रोलियम की, नेचुरल गैस की, ये सब जो है फॉसिल फ्यूल्स हैं. बट एज कंपेयर टू कोल या पेट्रोलियम, इन सबसे ज्यादा आप बोल सकते हो लीस्ट पोल्यूशन कॉज करता है नेचुरल गैस. ओके, सबसे मतलब इन सबसे कंपैरेटिवली बेस्ट माना जाता है नेचुरल गैस. ओके, तो पोल्यूशन भी कम से कम करता है. मोर ओवर यू विल फाइंड दिस इज, यू कैन से, more easily available as compared to petroleum, right? So many other advantages are there. So the most important thing you can mention is it doesn't cause much pollution. Okay, next है बच्चों, name one offshore oil field of India. Offshore oil fields में आ जाएंगे Mumbai High, Aliabate, then Basin, then various basins of Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri, all the deltaic regions. Okay, next है बच्चों, state one industrial use of copper. Copper is used for making wires and for various alloys also, right? And for especially the electrical appliances, this is more used because it is a good conductor of electricity, right? Next है बच्चों, mention one advantage of generating power from biogas. Biogas के advantages: it is non-polluting. Number 2, it is generally produced with the help of waste. Okay, then residue जो इसका left out जो part होता है, slurry बोलते हैं उसको, that is again it can be used as a rich manure in the agricultural fields. Then it is inexhaustible, it reduces the dependency on the fossil fuels, right? Moreover, the most important of all these is it cleans the environment. Okay, then next question, name the mineral that toughens steel and makes it rust proof. What is it? Manganese. Okay, manganese is used to make the steel tough and rust proof. Next question है बच्चों, which multipurpose project provides power to Punjab, Haryana and Rajasthan? Bhakra Nangal multipurpose project. Okay, what purposes does it serve? अब इसमें कुछ मेन जो पर्पसेस which are being fulfilled by this multi-purpose project, इनमें से कुछ points आपको लिखने होंगे according to the marks again. Number one, it produces electricity, okay, for industrial, agricultural, and for the urban areas, for domestic use. And so electricity is number one, hydel power. Okay. Number two, it controls the flood, okay, in the Satluj river downstream. Okay, downstream means the lower court, the you can say where it has been constructed. Below that is called downstream. Okay, the course of river which is after that, that is called downstream. Now then, next point you can write is it increases the production of food crops with the application of irrigation. Yes, several canals have been constructed and which provide constant source of irrigation. Okay, then electrically operated tube wells hain. Then it promotes soil conservation, afforestation, and pisciculture. These are the various purposes which are being fulfilled, and moreover for tourism also that plays an important role. Okay, next question है बच्चों, what are the principal operations involved in the preparation of marketable tea? For this you can say the principal operations involved in the preparation of marketable tea are plucking and picking, right? Plucking, fine plucking बोलते हैं या picking बोलते हैं, that is actually same. Number two, withering. Okay, number three, rolling and fermenting. Clear? And after all this, drying and cutting, then grading and branding, and last of all, tasting and then packing. Yeah, packaging. Okay, so these are the different operations, or you can say the different steps which are involved in it. Then next question, bachcho, name two important character, mention two important characteristics of Indian agriculture. Number one, on account of variety of soils, climatic variations, wide variety of crops can be grown. Okay, first. Number two, there are two important crop seasons in India. Okay, major seasons जो हैं वो खरीफ और रबी seasons हैं, right? Crop seasons या agricultural seasons उसको बोलते हैं. तो इन दो crop seasons में maximum number of crops are grown. Okay, mainly intensive method of agriculture is practiced in India due to small land holdings, या आप बोल सकते हो population pressure जो है उसकी वजह से intensive method जो है वो use होता है ज्यादा करके. The next question, what are the climatic conditions that favor the cultivation of cotton? अब इसमें सबसे पहले temperature conditions क्या होनी चाहिए? Cotton plants require mild, cool, preferably dry climate. Okay, and with 21 to 27 degrees centigrade temperature. Okay, this is the temperature requirement. Then they also need plenty of sunshine. Okay, and in the first stage of the time of fruition, you can say the warm days and cool nights are good for the development of the balls. Okay, the cotton balls or the cotton pods, you can say, and the fibers. Okay, next है बच्चों rainfall. Rainfall conditions जो है, cotton plants need a moderate rainfall 50 to 80 centimeter. Okay, well distributed throughout the year. 50 to 80 centimeter, that means less rainfall. Next, sufficient rainfall is required during the early stages of its growth. Okay, but a sunny, you can say, weather condition is required after flowering. Okay, then next, what are the main features of Japanese method of rice cultivation? Japanese method till now is considered as the best method of cultivation. Right? अब इसमें देखिए, number one, इसके advantages आपको देने हैं या main features आप दे सकते हो कि what are the main features of it. Number one, it is high yielding variety of seeds are used in it. Generally, these are japonica seeds. Okay. Number two, sowing of seeds is done in raised nursery beds, just like transplantation method. Okay, similar to transplantation method. Third one, transplanting of seedlings in rows. Okay, and it facilitates the weeding and fertilizing. When the transplanting is done in rows, this becomes easier. Next point है बच्चों, manuring is done several times while preparing seed beds, before transplantation in the actual fields, and just before flowering of the rice plants. At that time, manuring is required. Okay. Next है बच्चों, irrigation is done regularly to ensure regular supply of water during the period of growth when it needs. Because rice is a crop बच्चों जिसमें आप देखो कि बहुत ज्यादा वाटर रिक्वायरमेंट होता है. ओके, एंड स्पेशली इस तरह का वाटर रिक्वायरमेंट कि मतलब ड्यूरिंग द सोइंग पीरियड proper stagnant water should be there, okay, in the field. तो मतलब अच्छा खासा अमाउंट जो है इसमें वाटर रिक्वायर्ड होता है, राइट. तो उसके लिए हमें इरिगेशन फैसिलिटीज प्रॉपर डेवलप्ड होने चाहिए उस एरिया में, राइट. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन है बच्चों, इंडस्ट्रीज आर द इकोनॉमिक बैकबोन ऑफ एनी नेशन. In the present scenario, you will find this is very true. Okay, because this is taken as a parameter, you can say industrial development या industries किसी country में या किसी area में कितना है, कितना developed है. On that basis, we assess that what level of development that country has achieved. Okay, that region has achieved. So that is why in the present scenario, actually, it is taken as one major parameter, the most important parameter for that. Okay, and किसी भी country के लिए इस समय industries का development बहुत important हो गया, and that's why it is called as that the industries are the economic backbone for any country it may be. Okay, let's see the points for it. Number one, industries produce various things for domestic and foreign market, which raises the national income. Okay. Number two, it generates the employment. Okay, employment opportunities for the unemployed people. Then it helps to overcome the trade gap. Okay, ट्रेड गैप, दैट इज द इंपोर्ट एंड एक्सपोर्ट का एक बैलेंस जो मेंटेन करना होता है, दैट इज बीइंग कवर्ड अप विद द हेल्प ऑफ इंडस्ट्रियल डेवलपमेंट. ओके, नेक्स्ट है बच्चों, मेंशन द डिफरेंट क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ इंडस्ट्रीज ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ ओनरशिप. नंबर वन हो गया पब्लिक सेक्टर. Okay, public sector industries are mainly government owned, right? It is totally controlled by the government. Private sector, by any private concern, it can be an industry, like it can be a person, right, or a firm, right, or a company that actually controls that particular industry. नेक्स्ट है बच्चों जॉइंट सेक्टर इंडस्ट्री. जॉइंट सेक्टर इंडस्ट्री में कुछ शेयर्स जो हैं दीज आर विद द गवर्नमेंट, एंड उसके कुछ शेयर्स जो हैं उस इंडस्ट्री के, दे आर टेकन अप बाय द सम ऑफ द, यू कैन से प्राइवेट कंसर्न, प्राइवेट कंपनी हो सकती है, कोई पर्सन हो सकता है, कोई ग्रुप ऑफ पीपल हो सकते हैं. तो दैट इज एक्चुअली कॉल्ड एज जॉइंट सेक्टर. मीन्स both type of industries are a part of it. Okay. नेक्स्ट है बच्चों कोऑपरेटिव सेक्टर. कोऑपरेटिव सेक्टर ऐसा होता है जिसमें कुछ लोग एक साथ आकर के, लाइक अ ग्रुप ऑफ पीपल, दे विद यू कैन से with their mutual understanding, they start with one industry, and that is called cooperative sector, right? They all cooperate with each other for the working of it or for the success of it. Okay, next question है बच्चों, iron and steel industry requires a steady supply of fresh water. Justify. Iron smelting and blast furnace, okay, both require fresh water in large amount as their coolants, basically coolants. Okay, and they actually, that's why these are, most of the time they are situated very close to any of the water bodies, fresh water bodies like rivers and all. Okay, next बच्चों, why are Indian iron and steel industries being declared sick? Iron and steel industries sick कैसे declare कर दी गई है इंडिया में? Basically, you will find these are being declared sick as there's a deficiency of raw material. Okay, रॉ मटेरियल की डेफिशिएंसी या जितना प्रोडक्शन हमारा हो सकता है उतना उस लेवल पर नहीं हो रहा है. Okay, heavy capital crunch, you can say, severe labor problems are there at different levels. फिर मैनेजमेंट इज नॉट अप टू द मार्क, एंड टोटल प्रोडक्टिविटी जो है दैट इज कंपेरेटिवली लोअर. ओके, और यू कैन से ऑफ लोअर ग्रेड, right, which is not up to the mark to if when we think of the international market. So that is why the iron and steel industry in India is many times called as sick, right? That means it's not working as expected. Next question, name an important center of each of these industries. Bharat Electronics Limited, it is Bengaluru. Okay, number two, Electronic Corporation of India Limited, this is Hyderabad, right? Next question, why is the sugar industry showing a trend of migrating towards south? Okay, northern belt से दैट इज जो प्लेन्स में, नदर्न प्लेन्स में जो पहले इस्टेब्लिश था, पूरा ये इंडस्ट्री ग्रो कर रहा था. नाउ इन रिसेंट पास्ट you will find that this industry is shifting, it is migrating from north towards south India. Okay, इसके reasons क्या है? Number one, tropical climate of the Deccan region gives a better yield of sugarcane. Okay, number two, better quality as sucrose content is higher. Right? Number three, sugar farms are bigger and better managed. Number four, longer crushing season. Okay. Number five है better mill management and modern machineries. Then developed transport means the mills are very close by to the cultivation areas. Okay, तो ये सारे points इसमें work कर सकते हैं. Now next question, name the following: the second largest road network in the world. Second largest road network in the world is National Highways Authority of India. Okay. Next, the road built by Sher Shah Suri that connects Kolkata to Peshawar. Right? The road built by Sher Shah Suri that connects Kolkata to Peshawar is the Grand Trunk Road. In short, it is called GT Road. Okay. Next question. Largest highway project in India which connects Srinagar to Kanyakumari and Porbandar to Silchar. So that is again the north-south, east-west corridor. Okay. Why is Golden Quadrilateral called so? Because the major four you can say metropolitans which are being connected by this project are actually Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, and Chennai. Okay. If we talk about Delhi, then Mumbai, then Chennai, and Kolkata, it forms almost a quadrilateral shape, right? And that is how it has got the name quadrilateral, Golden Quadrilateral. Okay. And that actually has a big role in the development of the country. You can say that the trade, industries, and all the things. Right. Next question. Which type of rail gauge is mainly confined to hilly areas and why? The three type of rail gauges are there. Number one is broad gauge, then meter gauge, and narrow gauge. Okay. Here we are talking of the narrow gauge, which has a distance of just 0.76 meters. Okay. So it is mainly confined to the hilly areas, right? Where very undulated land is there. So this is because these type of tracks are more flexible and can be led to you can say to a smaller radius, especially on curvy roads in between the hills, right? And because they are not carrying much load, right? Because of that, and moreover the undulated landform, this type of rail gauge is only limited to, or you can say only confined to, the hilly areas. Okay. Next question है बच्चों, why are the rivers of peninsular India not ideal for navigation? इसमें points आ जाएंगे हमारे. Number one, the rivers of peninsular India are rain fed or seasonal. Yes, hence you can say they are not very deep. Okay, water, because during one season it gets rainfall, the other season it's dry. So you will find the total amount of water which is there in the river, that is generally less, okay, which is not good for navigation purpose, right? Then next, you can mention these rivers are mostly short, right? And as compared to the rivers of North India or the Himalayan rivers, you'll find the peninsular rivers are short, or you can say these are seasonal, they have less water, they have less number of, you can say, tributaries, right, which provide water and which maintain the level of water in that. तो ये सारे पॉइंट्स इसमें आ सकते हैं बच्चों. और एक और चीज, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज यहाँ पर आप लिख सकते हो, बिकॉज ऑफ द रॉकी सरफेस, right? Rocky surface होने से क्या है? Through the area where actually in that area where these rivers flow, this is totally rocky. Okay, so that leads to the various waterfalls, then rapids, and several such barriers are created by these. Okay, for the navigation purpose. That is why these rivers are not considered as ideal for navigation purpose. Okay. Next question, bachcho, mention any three problems being faced by the Indian Railways. Number one, railways cannot provide door-to-door services, which roadways can do. Okay. Next, number two, they cannot be led in inaccessible, mountainous, remote and forested regions or swampy areas. Okay. Number 3, different gauges make smooth, uninterrupted movement impossible. Like from suppose one gauge to the other, the people have to move. So that creates actually the movement, the problems in a proper movement. Right. Next है बच्चों, obsolete trains, tracks and equipment make railways unsafe. Right, obsolete or outdated, old technology. Next point है lack of facilities and cleanliness discourage the passengers over there. फिर नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन बच्चों, व्हाट आर द डिफरेंट स्टेप्स फॉर कैरिंग आउट मैनेजमेंट ऑफ वेस्ट. अब ये वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट वाले क्वेश्चंस. ओके, फर्स्ट आप दे सकते हो स्टेप्स फॉर कैरिंग आउट वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट आर कलेक्शन ऑफ वेस्ट. सबसे पहला काम पूरा वेस्ट जो है जगह अलग अलग एरिया से कलेक्ट करना. राइट. नंबर 2, you can say segregation of waste. Suppose once the waste has been collected, अब उस waste को हम कैसे segregate कर रहे हैं. Segregate means the separation of all that waste in different categories. Right. तो वो हो गया हमारा second step. Right, segregation of waste. Number 3, storing of waste. Now all that waste, once it has been segregated, now that is stored at one place. Okay. Next है transfer and transportation of waste. That waste is now carried to the different you can say places, like one is the 2 is the outskirts of the city area for the dumping purpose. Then it can be the incineration. Then the organic waste can be sent for the composting purpose. Right. तो इस तरह से आप देखोगे अलग अलग, and that waste which can be recycled, okay, that is sent to the recycle units. So in this way it is transported. Next point है बच्चों, dumping of waste into landfills. वो वेस्ट जो रिसाइकल नहीं हो सकता, जो आप बोल सकते हो जो ऑर्गेनिक वेस्ट नहीं है, ओके, जो कंपोस्ट में हम कन्वर्ट नहीं कर सकते, वो सारा वेस्ट जो है एक साथ लैंडफिल में उसको डंप किया जाता है. एंड रेस्ट ऑफ इट, दैट इज द ऑर्गेनिक वेस्ट, इज अगेन देन सेंट फॉर कंपोस्टिंग पर्पस. राइट. तो ये सारे अलग अलग स्टेप्स हैं बच्चों. ठीक है. नाउ नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, व्हाई इज देयर अ नीड फॉर waste management. Waste management has become essential today because of several reasons. Like उसके negative effects इतने strong है कि we need to manage the waste at like you can say urgently it is required. Right. So first point, as population increases, the waste generated by them also increases. So day by day the total waste which is generated, that is growing fast. Okay. Number 2, the rapid growth industry and the increase in the number of vehicles has made like industries ka growth or vehicles ka jo increased number of vehicles has caused pollution of environment, a serious problem in many metropolitan cities. Okay. Next, there's an increase in airborne and waterborne diseases, then spoilage of landscape, then radioactive waste affecting different you can say part of the environment and all the living beings. तो इन सब चीजों की वजह से और भी बहुत सारे reasons हैं. तो these are the main factors, these are the main reasons why it is said कि there is an urgent need to manage the waste. Okay. Next है बच्चों, define waste and how can waste be categorized. Waste है actually it is useless or unwanted material that has no further use. Right. It is generated due to human activities, various human activities, especially the modern you can say lifestyle, use and throw wali lifestyle जो है, that is actually adding up in this. Right. वो उसकी वजह से और ज्यादा waste generate हो रहा है हर दिन and is directly related to human development. Okay. Waste can be categorized into major these categories. Number 1 is that plastic waste. Solid waste आप बोल सकते हो, that can be plastic waste or some other solid material. Liquid waste, chemical effluents especially. Gaseous state, nuclear waste or radiation. Okay. And several gases which are being released from the industries or from the vehicles and all that come under gaseous state. Right. What do you mean by segregation of waste? Now, last question here. Segregation is an important term for you children. आप ये term बहुत अच्छे से prepare कर लेना. Segregation is the separation of waste. Okay. Certain items like which are not biodegradable and do not decompose easily in nature, but can be reused or recycled. Okay. Such as plastic है, glass है, right? या कुछ metallic objects हैं. These can be again reused or recycled, right? Huge portion of waste which is organic in nature can be converted to compost. Hence, household waste must be separated into different bins for different categories, okay, such as wet and dry waste, which must be separated into different bins and disposed of separately. So this initially, when we take the step in this way, that is only called as segregation of waste under different categories. Okay, and this is a very important step in overall waste management. Okay, so this is all with this set of questions. Now, I must tell you here, children, please take a proper benefit of this, and आपको जरूर इससे ये जो रिवीजन आप जब करोगे इन यूनिट से, तो यू विल फाइंड योरसेल्फ मोर कॉन्फिडेंट. ओके, बिकॉज इट्स अ जनरल मतलब एक कुछ भी क्वेश्चंस हमने ले करके और रिवीजन पर्पज से हमने वीडियो के लिए ये कलेक्ट किए हुए हैं, राइट? तो I hope you are going to revise your portion properly, and with all these videos, somehow it will help you in preparing for the boards. Okay, so see you soon again in the next video, right? And take care of yourself and prepare well. Okay, so see you in the next video. Till then, bye.